A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. The people who walk in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwelt in the land of gloom, a light has shone. You have brought them abundant joy and great rejoicing, as they rejoice before you as at the harvest, as people make merry when dividing spoils. For the yoke that burdened them, the pole on their shoulder, and the rod of their taskmaster you have smashed, as in the day of Midian. For a child is born to us, a son is given us. Upon his shoulder dominion rests. They name him Wonder, Counselor, God Hero, Father forever, Prince of Peace. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Several weeks ago, I spoke to you on the message of Our Lady of Lourdes, a message which has a very simple but profound truth, and that truth is God is love, and He loves us as we are. In this novena, I'd just like to talk about Our Lady of Medjugorje. Our Lady of Medjugorje can be summed up in 6 words: prayer, conversion, peace, fasting, penance, and faith. So when people ask me, well, why the apparitions at Medjugorje? I tell them that Our Lady is inviting us to peace. And then if they ask me, well, how do we get that peace? I tell them through conversion. And then if they ask me, what must they do to achieve this conversion? I simply tell them 4 things: pray, fast, and have faith. Now the truth is, the message of Medjugorje, which is Mary's message, is not something new to us. She has come again to teach us to do what we already know, but in a new way, in a step-by-step direction. Over the years, I've met numerous people who have difficulty in accepting apparitions in general because they don't know why God is giving us this apparition. So when someone comes up to me and says, you know, Father, I just don't accept Medjugorje, then I ask, well, what is it that you don't accept? If you accept peace and prayer, conversion, fasting, faith, then you have accepted everything. This is what Mary really wants from us, and I believe many people have made a mistake in their methods. They say things like, we're going to wait until the church has approved Medjugorje. And I want to say to them, well, what is it the church has to approve? Peace, conversion, prayer, faith? All of this has been approved of already. But like the Israelites in the desert with Moses, we have forgotten much. And God, through Mary, wants to give us this input. The main thing that I would like you to hold on to is that we're being invited, not commanded or obligated, but we're being invited by Mary to begin to do what we already believe. In every single message that Mary gives to these missionaries, I'm so touched that she begins by saying to them, my dear children. I mean, it's so similar to what she said to Bernadette at Lourdes and the way she introduced herself to Juan Diego at Guadalupe. I believe that through these simple words, my dear children, she wants to remind us over and over again that she's our mother. And this is a confirmation of the teaching of the Second Vatican Council. She was declared at the Vatican Council as Mother of the Church, Mother of us all. And one of the visionaries, Vika, when asked how she prefers to address Mother, she said, Mother. Because when you look at her, you have the impression she wants to embrace the whole world and save everybody. That's exactly what she said to Juan Diego. I am the loving mother of all people. So our Mother Mary keeps inviting us again and again. And what's she inviting us to do? To surrender ourselves completely into her care. You see, we humans, you know what we specialize in? We specialize in putting burdens on our lives. We carry so many anxieties of yesterday, and we carry them right in today. And very often, because we carry so much, we're incapable of facing today, this present moment, because we're tired from yesterday and we're afraid of tomorrow. But Mary really wants us, as did Jesus, to live for today. Don't worry about tomorrow. That will take care of itself. And she wants to help us. She wants to free us from all those useless burdens that we place upon ourselves every day. She wants us simply to have strength to live today. And her son Jesus reinforces this truth. He tells us 3 things. Number 1, we cannot serve 2 masters. You can't serve God and be overwhelmed with your own worries, which tends to be what controls us. And there is no need to worry, because our worries cannot make our life better, nor does it make our lives even longer. It works in reverse. And thirdly, instead of being overrun with these anxieties and these useless worries, search first for the presence of God. And everything that you need will be given to you. You know, when we look at everything that we as modern day Christians consume, like television and the news we read every day, the conflicts we go through, all that goes right to our soul, and you realize it's quite a burden. It's pretty heavy. And what happens is our psyche and our soul are so overwhelmed by so many things. And Mary's simply asking us to surrender ourselves, to give her those worries. And she wants to do this for us every day. Now, I know, and you know, this is not easy. But the only way we're going to learn how to do that is by doing it on a regular basis. Then we will understand what the meaning of peace really is. And we can do so much when the peace of Christ is living in our hearts.